Hello, everyone. I say everyone, there's usually one person, which I'm sure is my wonderful friend Ila, that joins me on the lives every day. Thank you for being here. And thank you, whoever it is that watches this video, this little snippet of a explanation, or hopefully it's somewhat inspirational for anybody to become super conscious and super sensory and working and living from a higher perspective or a higher mind set. So how do we feel? How does it feel to be human on today, October 24th, 2021, wherever you are in the world, on planet Earth? How does it feel to be on Earth's star, navigating through a massive evolutionary phase, and to be part of our solar system and our Milky Way galaxy, fully aware, fully conscious? So let's talk about mind construct and thought forms, because this is our reality. We are living in a polarity, and we are sensory, and it's a good thing. We are humans and we are sensory, and we tend to be bombarded by thoughts, and they may not be ours. So this is one reason why we're doing the 3 minutes every day for 90 days, to get to know our inner being, so that we are not confused. Thought forms. So thought forms are like, I want to imagine like this little cartoon bubbles, like you see those little bubbles. It's like a little pointer, and then somebody's having, it's usually like little bubbles and then a big bubble. That's usually a thought, right? In cartoon form, and something is written in it, and then somebody else might having a thought, and then you got this little bubbles and the big bubble, and the message of that thought. Well, in a way, to explain thought forms is not dissimilar to having lots of people with lots of thought bubbles, and then there are so many thought bubbles that we end up hitting and perceiving other people's thoughts. So it becomes, if we're not really aware of who we are and are not our own sequence of frequency from origin. In other words, you arrive as yourself. You may have to relearn and remember a few things along the way from being through the evolution of, from baby to fully conscious adult. However, your frequency it's yours from the moment of your choosing to incarnate. So going back to your frequency, training yourself to experience yourself in your own frequency of self. And it is this feel good feeling that you think, here I am. This is my being. This is my essence. All is well. That space within you. And sometimes we get confused with the thought forms that are in the conscious or in the unconscious of the collective. So the collective creates a thought frequency This is why we talk about rising above thoughts, because we're rising above the frequency of thought forms that are everyone's, and they may not be um, beneficial or in alignment with your own frequency. And I am a very sensitive person, so I tend to not be able to be in groups for very long, and I can't be in cities. I can't even live in a place where there are too many people around me over a period of time. Like even hotels, I find hard to stay more than maybe 2 nights, because then I start not being able to expand, and that feels alien to me, to not be able to connect and open up all my sensory points, nodal points. So just like there, we have nodal points. So this was a little bit about my perception on thought forms. Maybe you have a different way of explaining it. But whichever way that we think we know, it's real to the point of the thought forms, that the frequency of thought that is in the collective will affect us. You must have by now experienced this. So don't forget, if you're in a place like a busy airport or I don't know, anywhere that you might find yourself, and all of a sudden, at least for me, it becomes very physical, where all of a sudden I can't see you properly, and I might even have like a physical sensation, like I feel like my stomach is turning, and I have to get out and get air, and then I realize, oh, it's not my physical body, it's the energy is too much. I'm being bombarded with thought forms that are mine, and dealing with it. And maybe you're better than me at that, but whichever way it is that you are or you are not, just remember that the frequency of thought will interfere with your own frequency, just like a noise that, all of a sudden is just too much and you wanted to stop. With thought forms, you might not realize that's what's happening until it starts affecting your being. So I hope this is helpful, so that we can rise in consciousness. And I feel that the only way that we can truly rise is by being fully present. And the moment that we're present, we're sensory, and to be sensory means filtering what is ours and what isn't. I'm going to leave it here and join the group now. So I will see you in the field. I will meet with you in the field of consciousness for within the 3 minutes. Sending you so much love and joy. See you tomorrow.